Jai Shri Krishna. Happy Monday. And today I'm going to be talking a very important topic in Vedic astrology. It's a comparison between Sun and Saturn. Okay. Who is actually more powerful? Sun, correct? Surya. Saturn, Shani. Okay. All right. Let's first look at the Puranas. Okay. The Vedas and the Puranas, right? There is a lot of answer there. So in the Puranas and the Vedas, if you read, it says that Sun, Surya, is the father of Saturn, okay, Shani, born to a clone of Surya's wife, Saranyu, right? A clone of Surya's wife, Saranyu, right? The clone, Saranyu's clone in a way. And who is Saranyu's clone here? It is Chaya Devi. So Surya's wife, Saranyu's clone is Chaya Devi, okay? Now, Chaya Devi was created as a clone by Saranyu because she couldn't take that heat. Okay, she couldn't take that heat of sun god, and she went into the forest, creating a clone, a replica. Okay, so now Saturn, right, was born to Chaya Devi, not the true wife of Saranyu here, right? Saranyu's clone. And Saturn apparently, right, because was not born to Saranyu, right, but the clone. So somehow his looks and appearance was dull, dark, and extremely, like a pitch black kind of a color, dull and dark. That Sun actually refused to even see him. The minute he saw that something is wrong, I am full of radiance, and my son Saturn is full of, dull darkness, and it's just very difficult. So he said, I don't want to be his father, and I'm not going to take care of him, and I don't even want to see him on a daily basis. So apparently Saturn was sent to Patalaloka. Okay, this is the story. So now, what did Saturn do wrong? First, right, Sun decided to have a child. Sun could not even identify his own wife, right? He could not identify that he's living with a clone, first. Second, it was Saranyu's fault who created a clone, right? Chaya Devi. So what did Saturn do wrong? Karma, call it karma. In a way, Saturn is karma karaka. All right. Now think about, on a very high level, what does Sun signify? All the important things. Sun is first the soul. BPHS says very clearly at the start itself, we are taking rebirth because it's a soul's karmic journey. Okay. Second, father, right? The karaka of a father is Sun. CEO, owner, government, politicians, head post, bullion, right? The gold bullion of a country, government, everything, right? Okay. Saturn, what is the karaka? Darkness is extremely dark and cold. Karma, longevity. Saturn is the only planet which is a karaka for longevity. Okay. Sun, when I say Sun, S-O-N, right? The child. Servants, okay? Employees, handicapped people, the public, business karaka in a way, Saturn. Poor people, same people from rags to riches story. Okay? Think about just Sun, you can become a CEO without any employees. You, the CEO, you are the company owner, company founder, everything. One man show, one man company. But you need Sun and Saturn. If it has to be the mass, everywhere. Without Saturn, you cannot. That same Sun which enters Uttarayana, right, which enters Uttarayana is where it gets into northern direction. That is in Capricorn, Makara rashi, right? It goes, the direction changes. It's called Uttarayana. That same sun, which enters Makara Rasi, triggers daylight in Devaloka. Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says, among the 12 rashis, I am Makara. So Makara is very auspicious but extremely karmic, the natural 10th house. Okay, so let's understand a little bit more details. Okay, all right. Sun's Leo is the Mula Trikona Rashi plus own Rashi also. It exalts at 10 degrees in Aries in Ashwini Nakshatra. That will be Pada 3. Okay. I tried to publish all the details in the header image. Whatever has come is come. I tried to post it, but yeah, okay. Saturn, Aquarius. So Sun owns only one house, Leo, which is also Mula Trikona. Saturn owns two houses, Aquarius, Mula Trikona. Very strong. There is some Rahu energy also there. Plus Capricorn, okay, which is his own house, right? And Saturn exalts at Libra at 20 degrees in Swati Nakshatra. And in the Navamsa, he goes to Pisces, the fourth part of Swati Nakshatra. Okay. Digbala, Sun is at the 10th house, which is again natural death is Capricorn. Saturn is in Libra, right? I mean, 7th house, my mistake, which is Libra, but 7th house. Okay. Sun's Mula Trikona is exactly opposite to Saturn's Mula Trikona. Sun's Mula Trikona Leo, Saturn Mula Trikona Aquarius. Okay, so all right. Okay, next is Sun exaltation, opposite to Saturn exaltation. Sun is in Aries, Saturn is in Libra. Okay, Sun Mahadasa 6 years, Saturn Mahadasa 19 years. Sun aspect is only the 7th aspect. Saturn aspect is 3rd aspect, 7th and 10th. Watch my video on special aspects. What is the common point here? The common point is Libra and Swati Nakshatra, where Saturn exalts and Sun debilitates. Okay, that is usually October 15th or so when Sun will enter Libra. October 15th, November 15th, approximately. Yeah. See, the Libra Rashi is the only Rashi in the whole zodiac, and I've explained this several times. Among the 12 signs, right, is the only Rashi which has got scales, which is called the Karma Dharma Adhipati Yoga here. Libra. Karma comes first, Dharma comes second. Okay, there is no human, no animal. Aries, you have ram, an animal. Taurus, you have a cow or a bull, animal. Gemini, lovers, humans. Cancer, crab, animal. Leo, lion, animal. Virgo, virgin girl, human. Keep Libra out. Okay, Scorpio, scorpion, animal. Sagittarius, centaur, half human, right? Centaur with an arrow, right? Okay. Capricorn, human plus animal, crocodile or a sea lion or a seahorse. The human is Varuna. Aquarius is a man holding a pitcher. And Pisces, two fishes. So everywhere is human or animal. Libra is the only sign which has got the scales, where you see in a courtroom also. Okay, this is where Saturn gets exalted. All right. Okay, now comes the next one. Sun. See all the rashis where Sun will do really good. Aries, Taurus, he does well. Okay, he still gets dignified. Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Scorpio, Sagittarius. Capricorn is, in a way, even though inimical, is unique because it gets Digbala and Uttarayana starting. And Pisces, literally 10 houses. Saturn, the rashis, Taurus, Gemini, Virgo, Libra, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Sagittarius and Pisces, Parashara Rishi clearly mentions there is a unique dignification for Saturn. Okay, in Sagittarius and Pisces. Okay, now comes Sun-Saturn conjunction. Okay, Sun-Saturn conjunction is bad. person, one good thing is the person can end up doing business. That's it. Okay, can be a businessman or can go into politics, either one, or a government job. Sun Saturn. Okay, but it's bad. Let's look at it. You have to check degrees. You have to see who is first. Sun is first or Saturn. If think about this way, if Saturn is ahead of Sun, it's better because Saturn has already crossed Sun and left. You don't want Saturn in a conjunction. You don't want Saturn to going towards Sun. That is combustion, deadly. If Saturn is ahead of Sun by degrees, right, it is somewhat better. But I'm not telling that you should have Saturn and Sun together and Saturn ahead. I'm not telling. Saturn and Sun is bad. Okay, there is only one good part which I told you about the mass, the politics, government, business, etc. But it's not good. Okay, worst scenario, one has it, Saturn has to be ahead by degrees because it is crossed Sun for the combustion. A combust Saturn is very difficult to handle in a chart. Very difficult, a combust Saturn. Okay, very, very difficult depending on the rashi. Okay, if that combust Saturn is sitting in Aries, Sun is so powerful in Aries and Saturn is so weak that Saturn's 10th aspect is so difficult. It will fall on Capricorn. Whatever is that house, right, that Capricorn house will go for a toss. Okay, the 10th is very karmic now here. All the aspects will be difficult from Saturn. Okay, Sun and Saturn conjunction. Check the degrees. Now, a question is, if it is a Sun Saturn in Libra, Saturn is strong than Sun. Doesn't matter, but you have to check degrees. Saturn can lift the Sun Nicha Bhanga. There's no Nicha Bhanga, Raja Yoga, Nicha Bhanga. Sun Adipatya can do well. Whatever Leo is that house can do well. But Sun Karaka is lost. Sun Karaka is lost. For Father Karaka, always you also have to keep a check on Leo, 9th house, 9th Lord, 9th from Sun. As Parashara Rashi says, 9th from Sun, 9th house, 9th Lord, and also to see Leo. Leo, okay? 9th house, 9th Lord, 9th from Sun. Parashara Rashi says this. Okay? All right. Next is coming back. The Adipatya and Karaka you have to separate. Nicha Bhanga, Sun's Adipatya, whatever is Leo, 10th house, 11th house, whatever it is, that will do well. But the Karaka thing is gone. What is Karaka? Father. Some issues will be with the father. Father not available, emotionally, physically, father death, early death, etc. will happen. Okay? Remember this, that the Sun Karaka's lost means father. The combust Saturn, okay, even in Libra, for example, you have to see degrees. Degrees matter a lot. Okay, the combust Saturn can affect longevity. And the 10th aspect, right, that is difficult in a combust Saturn. The most difficult, if you see, Sun is in Aries in exaltation, aspecting Saturn in Libra. This Saturn will do very bad. Even they are opposite. Both are exalted. Sun is getting Saturn Dishti, Saturn is getting Sun Dishti. Bad. Bad. In this also, Karaka is a problem. Okay? In a Sun-Saturn conjunction, right? Sun-Saturn, if they are conjunct, if they aspect each other, 7th aspect, Parivartana, Sun and Saturn Parivartana Yoga, right? The father Karaka will be affected. Either Sun-Saturn conjunction, right? Sun-Saturn Parivartana Yoga. Sun and Saturn has to be exchange houses. Not some other planet, right? With Sun or not some other planet with Saturn. Sun and Saturn have to exchange. An example would be Saturn in Leo, Sun in Capricorn. Saturn in Leo, Sun in Aquarius. And they aspect each other also here. And they exchange houses. Okay? This is Parivartana Yoga. I'll do a separate video on Parivartana Yoga. And then you have conjunction aspects. Father Karaka will be bad in all these cases. Okay, father not available physically, emotionally, or early death. Okay, Saturn's most important karaka is longevity, people masses, business. Okay, Saturn's most important karaka. Sun is the soul, karmic soul energy. That is why you see Atma karaka and everything, you always see Sun also. But in net, if you compare all this I've explained, Saturn emerges as the winner, as the karma karaka of Sun. The karma karaka. Okay, if you have Sun and Saturn in the Lagna, early childhood will be difficult. It's not going to be easy. Moving away from birthplace will give you success, right? Wherever you have Sun and Saturn, okay, take a note of this year, okay, 19 plus 6, 25, right? 25 years. Take a note. You will see a change in your life. Wherever you have in the 12 rashis, if you have Sun and Saturn together, no other planet should be here. Okay, 25 years is where things will change for you. Until that, it will be an hustle, going up the slope. Overall, Sun and Saturn should not be aspecting each other, should not be conjunct with each other, should not be in a Parivartana Yoga. Saturn needs dignification, Sun needs dignification. Simple. Both are malefics. I hope this video was helpful. Press the like button if you like it, share it with your friends and family, and do share your comments as well. And follow the channel as well. Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you.